Hello, Bricks here, and today we'll be looking at most of my car MOCs to date, specifically ones from Cyber Formula. The smallest MOC, and one that you might have seen from my second channel, is the Super Acerata Modular. It's a new name. It allows a switch between Super Acerata AKF0G and its predecessor, Super Acerata 01. Here is the 01 version with not many features except for the lifting fans and adjustable wings. The AKF0G version is a bit more transformable, as it does have a noticeable transformation between circuit and aero mode. Once in aero mode, a slight turn of the boosters, I know, pretty simple, allows it to transition into boost mode. The drifting wings, when drifting, below the car are also included. The other rival of Hayato, Bleed Kaga, also has his car made in Lego. Though not as refined as the Super Acerata, you can tell from the color scheme, it still looks like the actual car in the anime. The AN Ogre has just a few modes, including circuit mode and drifting sub mode, aero mode, and boost mode. Moving on to the larger models, ones that are fit for Lego minifigures to be seated in. First is a recently modified 4-wheel car. I don't know what to call it, but I focused on making the front spoiler with the horn pieces look similar to Acerata's front spoiler. The back half of the car is based on the newer Ford GT. It's pretty rough overall, as I did want to find a way to implement the windshield and the horn pieces into the car. Next is a car that was recently redesigned from a Lego set and is heavily based on the Tramontana XTR. I found this car through Asphalt 8 and thought the front was pretty cool. The back, now that I look at it, although custom, it seems like modern Formula E cars. Here is a car that was almost going to be a model of a Cyber Formula car, but it turned out a bit differently than what I initially planned to do. This is one of the cars that has lights, not Lego ones, as their lights and batteries are oftentimes too large, on the boosters. Now is one of the cars that has the features of the original Acerata before the 01 model. It was about to be the original Acerata, but I thought to leave it be, as this is my first car MOC that I am still pretty proud of. Though the color scheme is all over the place, I don't mind, as I have gotten kinda attached to how the way the car looks, and I will refuse to change it. But I am sure that some of you know what I am referring to. Here is the last MOC that is not a model of a car from the Cyber Formula series. It's 6 wheels, and has boosters that lie in about the same position as the AKF0G, but suspended instead. This MOC was also created by using pieces from a LEGO City spaceship set. You can probably still see some of the spaceship's unchanged parts in the MOC. One unique feature that sets this car apart from the rest is that it actually has steering, at least compared to the other minifigure scale cars, but you do have to individually adjust the wheels to actually steer the car. Here are the LEGO models that were taken from the Cyber Formula series. First is the iShark 007, which I'm just going to be calling Randall's car because I don't want to pronounce ISSUZARK, and besides I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's vastly different than my previous video on his car, which did barely or vaguely resemble the car in the anime, and vaguely resemble is just putting it lightly. This time around, it does have the correct color scheme and working booster and wings. Overall, a great improvement in comparison to the last model. Next is Naoki Shinjo's car, the Superion GTR. So this car hasn't been touched since the last video I made on it, the same one with Randall's car, making it somewhat outdated. It does have working boosters, lift fans that are located definitely in the wrong place, and working mode shifting between boost and circuit mode, that is. Lastly of the trio is Hayato Kazami's Super Acerata AKF0G, but slightly bigger. This model has all the features of the car besides for the lift fans. Here are all the modes and features. Going to the even larger scaled cars are the Super Acerata 01, which took about 3 or 4 years to get it to this appearance right here. Though it was really about a year or two of actual improvements, this car quite literally has every single feature that was shown in the anime, from the boosters all the way down to the braking system. Since I've already made a video on this car, I'll just show you a quick a quick tour of the car's 3 modes. The video is going to be in the description. Here is Rally mode, and here is Aero mode. And this is Boost mode and the braking system, complete braking system. Second to last is Naoki Shinjo's car, the Fire Superion GTR. It's his second car and is still in development, as I have also made a video on his car. You can go check it out below in the description. Similar to the previous car, I'll just go over the main features, as it does have less than the Asurada. Alright, so the first feature is lights. This was not in the video that I made earlier, as I added it after I made the video, but pretty much everything else remains the same. So here is the opening wing doors, and there's also light inside that I added on the top of the roof. It doesn't have steering, actually, surprisingly enough. Compared to the Asurada, this does not have steering. But on the other hand, this is powered by a train motor. I'm probably able to fit something else in there, like a large motor or a medium motor, but I refuse to. Here's Boost mode. Lastly is the largest MOC I have ever made, a custom F1 car. I'm calling it F1 because it doesn't really feature closed wheels, it's just rims on the side, but that's pretty much it. It of course has a single booster mounted near the back of the vehicle, like most of my MOCs. It has a few subtle features that I'll just quickly go over, which is the adjustable boost mount, boost pod, and a few accessibility points, like right here, for example, where you can access this and reveal motors. Yep, you're right. I finally used motors in my creations. That's pretty rare, considering how hard it is for me to implement motors in my builds. But motors aside, it has an adjustable front spoiler. But wait, there's more. Why is there a stupidly large open space in the cockpit? I did actually have to modify it because of this. I did make a female Neko Bionicle figure. I mean, it took me a few tries after referencing other models, but it turned out pretty well, I'd say. And because I hadn't seen any other figure with cat ears, I thought to add some myself. And here is the figure riding the car. Well, this concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed, and please, there's no longer a need for you to subscribe to my channel. I quite literally only make actual content and not like just some random Asphalt 9 footage that I got while playing every 2 or 3 months. So you can click off this video now, it's over. Bricks out.